Yes, I guess Neelesh, sir.
Today, myself, Neelesh, and my group are here to present our project, Incorporation of Waterproofing Admixtures for Better Performance of Self-Compacting Concrete. India, known to have a tropical climate, receives ample of rainfall. While this does sound like a great thing, it sometimes leads to problems such as leakages. Leakages from drainage system and surrounding water bodies form a threat to home substructure. This problem can only be solved if stringent measures are taken beforehand. The best means to keep our home safe during such circumstances is by employing waterproofing solutions. What is waterproofing? Waterproofing is a process of making an object or structure waterproof or water resistant so that it remains relatively unaffected by water under certain conditions. Types of waterproofing. Cementatious waterproofing. This method is the easiest because the materials are easily available from masonry product suppliers. However, they are easy to mix and apply in internal wet areas like toilets. However, this method doesn't go through the contract and expansion process because it is not exposed to weathering and sunlight. Liquid waterproofing membrane. This type of coating uses a primer coat, a couple of top coats applied via roller, spray, or trowel. Compared with cementatious waterproofing, this offers more flexibility. This is because it turns into rubber coating on the wall when the liquid cures. Bituminous waterproofing. There are two types of bituminous waterproofing: bituminous coating waterproofing and bituminous membrane waterproofing. Bituminous coating waterproofing is also known as asphalt coating, which is excellent in concrete foundations. It is not suitable in places under direct sunlight as bitumen becomes brittle and fragile unless it is modified using a more flexible material like acrylic or polymers. Bituminous membrane waterproofing. If you opt for a waterproofing coating, you can pick this method because it has been used for low scope dose because of its proven performance. It comes in forms of rolls.
Literature review. The first one is studies on properties of concrete with various waterproofing compounds. Concrete is a versatile construction material used in wide variety of situations, so it is very important to consider its durability because it indirectly affect on economy, serviceability, and maintenance. In case of hydraulic and water retaining structures, concrete is directly exposed to water or humid environment. Hence, permeability of concrete becomes major concern for the durability of for such structures. Waterproofing compounds can be used to improve the pore structure of concrete and hence it to reduce the water permeability of concrete. Nowadays, number of waterproofing products are available in market, which are applied on the wall surface or mixed in the concretes. The main aim of this project is to study the effect of different waterproofing compounds on durability and mechanical properties of concrete. Also to evaluate use the natural rubber latex as an efficient waterproofing compound. Moving on to the second one, chemical reaction of waterproofing admixtures on the corrosion behavior of reinforced cement concrete. This deals about the corrosion behavior of reinforced cement concrete using waterproofing admixtures. This addition of waterproofing admixtures turn concrete into a material in construction material in harmony with sustainable building development. The addition of waterproofing chemical also increases the various strength of concrete. These studies were carried out by conducting accelerated corrosion test over the concrete specimen with and without chemicals for various dosages and curing period of 28 days. The cubical specimens of size 150 mm into 150 mm into 150 mm have been taken for this test. The construction of waterproofing admixtures was found more in the corrosion behavior of reinforced cement concrete since it reduces the permeability and improve the corrosion resistance.
So the effects of waterproofing admixtures on concrete. Concrete is an engineering material consists of cement substances, aggregates, water, and a controlled amount of retained hair that is mainly needed in the construction of industry. However, the ability of the water to the transport into concrete seems to be a major problem with the ensuring of concrete and reinforcement steel, resulting in cost repair, loss of the service, and the structural failure. The objective of this project is to reduce the water in the concrete structures and investigate the efforts of the three different types of waterproofing admixtures. Waterproofing admixtures were added during the mixing of material according to the percentage of each waterproofing admixture used. Slump test, water absorption test, the percentage of each water admixture used, and the water permeability test was conducted to determine the properties of concrete based on waterproofing characteristics. According to the result obtained from the test, concrete with soap showed medium degree of workability with slump value of 85 mm, low percentage of absorption, 1.232 percentage of low permeability, 25 mm, and high compression strength of 40 to 9 mm. Concrete with soap showed a better performance in waterproofing among other waterproofing admixture as compared to the control sample. The uses of concrete admixtures to produce water concretes are waterproofing concrete has reduced capillarity with absorption property as well as low permeability water used pressure. Such quality allow waterproof concrete to be used in water resisting construction build ground in place of membranes. Particles where applicable of membranes is complicated by details and regularity on the substance area, surface area. Thereby, the decreased lower cost. Resistance to cracking under restrained shrinkage test in the best rating according to the criteria in ASTMC 1581. In addition to enhance resistance to cracking, concrete produced with new admixture has excellent performance in the reductions of permeability and capillary absorption as well as good strength development. Analysis of concrete permeability with additional waterproofing admixture. Cracking is cracking in concrete structures is one of the most commonly structured defects that could occur. This research aims to analyze the performance of an admixture to make concrete mix to be waterproofed. As SCAP C 1000 was used, it was claimed to have the ability to improve the compressive strength of the concrete structure and to reduce the permeability of the concrete structure. From the research, it was found that there was a reduction in compression strength for the concrete sample at 28 days compared to the compressive strength of the concrete aged 7 days. The reduction was significant for the concrete sample with C1000. However, for the concrete sample aged 7 days with expert C1000, it was found that there was a reduction in permeability of concrete structure, but only at certain dosage. For the concrete sample aged 28 days, the permeability of the sample were all below the allowed limit. Permeability of the concrete structure, but it is important further study the effects that the SCIP C 1000 has on the compressive strength of the concrete structure.
What is SCC? Self-compacting concrete is highly flowable, deformable, non-segregation concrete that spreads and fills in the formwork under its own weight. Flowability is maintained by using a high range of water-receding admixtures. Next, material used for SCC. Cement, aggregates, water, mineral admixture, and chemical admixtures. In cement, ordinary Portland cement, either 43 or 53 grade cement can be used. Aggregates. The size of aggregate used for SCC design is limited to 20 mm. If the reinforcement employed for the structure is congested, the aggregate size used can be in the range 10 to 12 mm. Well-graded aggregate, either round or cubical shape, are the best choice. The fine aggregate used in SCC can be either natural aggregate or manufactured aggregate with a uniform grade. Water. The quantity of water used in same that followed for reinforced concrete and pre-stressed concrete constructions. Next, mineral admixtures. The mineral admixtures used can vary based on the mix design and properties required. GGBS, fly ash, silica fume, and stone powder. GGBS, it helps to improve the rheological properties of the SCC. Fly ash helps to improve the filling of internal concrete matrices with fewer pores. Silica fumes, it helps to increase in mechanical properties of the self-compacting concrete. Stone powder, it is used to improve, stone powder in SCC is used to improve the powders. Chemical admixtures. New generation superplasticists are commonly used in the SCC mix design in order to improve the freeze and thaw resistance of the concrete structure. Air entering agents are used. To control the setting time, retarders are employed. Tests performed on SCC. Filling ability test, passing ability test, and segregation resistant test. In filling ability test, slump flow test, T50 slump flow, fee funnel test are performed. In passing ability test, L box test, J ring test, U box test, filling box test are performed. In segregation resistance test, GTM skin stability test, V funnel at T5 minutes tests are performed. Methodology. To design SCC for M25 grade according to IS 10262, to check the fresh properties of the SCC and to check the add-on properties of SCC. Permeability test of SCC to check its performance with waterproofing materials. And the waterproofing material used is Avaco Shield. Thank you, sir.
Any question from audience?
Yes, I have some question. Shall I ask?
Proceed, sir.
So I want to know how will you measure the corrosion of reinforced cement concrete? So let me know.
Yes, sir. You are
Ah,
audible.
yes. How will you measure the corrosion of reinforced cement concrete? Okay, what is the percentage of waterproofing material that we have to use in concrete?
Sir, we have not yet started our project, sir. We have just only done the review paper.
See, in your literature review, you have mentioned that you have studied that how to measure corrosion, what are the different types of corrosion, what percentage of waterproofing material that you have to use in concrete. Already you have mentioned that in literature review. Show your literature review slide, please. Here you have mentioned what is the percentage of waterproofing material. Next slide. Here, from last third sentence.
1.32%.
Okay. Again, next question I want to ask. What are the fresh properties of self-compacting concrete?
It should be flowable, sir.
Yes. Again.
Passing ability.
Okay.
And segregation, sir. Resistance to segregation.
Okay. What are the different types of fly ash? Whether you know different types of fly ash?
Class F and Class C, sir.
Okay, correct. So out of that two, which type of fly ash you want to use in your proposed project work?
We have not yet decided about that.
Okay. How you will confirm that the cement is of 43 or 53 grade? How will you confirm?
We're checking the compressive strength, sir.
What is the size of cube that you want to cast?
150
100
mm,
to 100
sir.
mm.
Sorry?
150 mm, sir.
Okay. Okay. So thank you. This is from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.